Welcome to the stream.
Good morning, hello.
Music might be a little low. Let me turn it up a bit. Hi guys. Guess what we have? Heating and hot water. I took such a long shower yesterday after it was fixed. Oh my god. Incredible. We have heating in the house. It is no longer a popsicle in here. I was gonna say a house, but that's also great. Yeah, basically, I was talking about this a little bit yesterday while we were playing Dead Space, because we did an extra little Dead Space stream after last call because I had so much fun with it on Tuesday. So, anyways, yeah, it's fixed, but like in quotation marks, if that makes sense. So, the guy came over and tested a bunch of stuff and was like, okay, it is broken, but it is not unsafe. I said, okay. He said, if it was not safe, I would not let you use it. It is safe to use. However, it's probably gonna just keep breaking. And I said, cool. What do we do about that? So he taught me, I know I'm wasting all of your time right now telling you about my boiler, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. He taught me how to reset the whole system. So he said, if it happens again, just reset it and it should be fine. And he also taught me, because I was like, we keep running into this issue when it starts to break like this, we run into an issue where we have less and less and less hot water. And so, like, say that we need to give my kid a bath, but there's no hot water left because 3 or 4 hours ago I deigned to do a load of laundry, right? Like, it's just not creating hot water fast enough sometimes. Maybe that'll be fixed now, but just like, if I run into that, what do I do? And he said, well, if it's obviously breaking, just reset it. But also you can tell the system to prioritize things. I was like, what? He said, yeah, you can tell it, just heat the house, don't heat water. Or you can tell it, just heat water, don't heat the house. So he said, if you are in a situation where, like, you need to do dishes, you got to run some laundry, everybody needs a shower, just tell it to only heat up hot water and to ignore the house while you're getting shit done. And I was like, fantastic. Because if I had no idea how boilers and shit worked until this man showed up and was like engaging with me about it. Because he was like, yeah, if you like reach in here, you can feel there are 2 valves. And if you can like wiggle the little thing on the valve, it means that valve is open. So you can always tell which thing it's working on. If the thermostat isn't explicitly telling you, you can like reach in there and find out, is the water being heated because that valve is open, or is the house being heated because that valve is open? And he said, for whatever reason, the way that this is set up, I did not set this up. I would not set it up this way, but for whatever reason, when it was set up, it was set up in a way where it can only do one at a time. So, if you have everything set to auto, it seems like it's on some sort of a timer, right? So throughout the day it alternates, which normally is fine. But again, if it's alternating in a way where you just don't have the hot water you need, you can say, fuck that, change it to manual, only heat water until I tell you to stop, you know? So, yeah. So I now know how to do that. But he was like, this is a very old boiler. Boilers don't really work like this anymore. They're normally like much easier to figure out like what's wrong with them and stuff like that. But as of right now, this should be fine. And I was like, okay. So I talked with the owner, because he was like, it does need to be replaced. We need to replace it, but it's not unsafe. You can make it work for a while. So I was talking with the owner and I was like, I mean, we're trying to move, right? So if you want us to just like deal with it for a couple of months while we're getting this move sorted, that's fine. If that's what needs to happen. And then you can get a new boiler in here in between tenants. That's totally fine. And she was like, yeah, we'll see, because if, it depends on whether or not your guys' quality of life is affected. If you keep losing heat, if you keep having days where there's just no heat and the boiler just isn't cooperating, we'll replace it while you're living there, because it's not safe for you to not have heating this time of year. So anyways, long story short, everything's done. And I think our eggs have just finished boiling. But that's not my business. I'm streaming, and I'm not here to waste your time. Yeah. I took a shower. Sam took a shower. Clark took a bath. We did 2 loads of laundry. I did a bunch of dishes. It was great. It was great. Good day yesterday. You wouldn't think that a good day would be qualified by how many chores I was able to get done, or all of us were able to get done, but really appreciated that I was able to wash dishes yesterday. No beanie, I know. Clean hair. Wild. If push comes to shove, use boiled kettle water. Oh my god. We did that. We filled up a tub with boiled water. It took so long. It took so long, dude. It was awful. Sam washed some of the dishes that we needed with boiled kettle water. It just takes forever. I mean, like, you can do it, but it just takes forever. And it really made me... we were talking about this on last call, but, like, it really made me miss having a wood stove. If you have a wood-burning stove in that sort of a situation, you can make it work. You can still get stuff going in a pot or a pan on top of the stove, right? Like, you have options. But my family in Oregon, they're like, I don't want to say hardcore preppers, but they are preppers 100%. And you would think that I would have walked away from that living situation being like, I need a generator. Not that we lost power, but like, it has made me think about like how ill prepared we are for if we lose heat, if we lose power, right? I should get a generator. That should be on the list of things to get in my life. Sam could not figure out the wood stove in Zomboid last stream. I feel like a wood stove in Zomboid and a wood stove in real life are different, but I have not played Zomboid, so I can't say that for sure. Hi, Carla! I feel like sometimes if your fam is like that, you go the opposite direction. It's not that I've like rejected that at all. There are some like sort of mentalities that way that I still really appreciate. It's just that I have had trouble acting on those things for myself, or like actioning that stuff, you know? So yeah, I was thinking next time that we're at the farm, I should really like just walk around and make a list of like, what are the things that my parents have prepared for that I am super unprepared for, and try to do that. Like, we have huge buckets, like big food grade buckets that are just filled with like beans, rice, you know, just shit like that. My parents have had that with, you know, big labels that say like how good they're for and all that sort of stuff. Like, that's smart. It's just smart, you know. We had a wood stove installed because our wood pellet burner relied on electricity, and we've had power outages. Now that we have it, the pellet burner is having a hissy fit, so it was good timing. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I'm glad you did that ahead of time. I thought dishwashers use electricity to heat the water, don't they? I have no idea. All I know is that we did a load of dishes, and some of the things that should have come off did not come off of the dishes. So I took that to mean, okay, we're not getting hot water anywhere. Keep in mind that a lot of the appliances in this house are older. Not old, but they're older. So I don't know. I feel like Oregon has more prepper survivalist types than a lot of people realize. Yeah, I think that's very true. My family's from Oregon. Yeah. I think that sort of you just never know what's gonna happen, dude. You know, sort of like that. I think that mindset is kind of prevalent there. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that way. My mom did a lot of canning while I was growing up. I've done very minimal canning. I keep thinking to myself I should just get like a big pot to do water bath canning in, because some things you need a pressure canner. It's hard to find pressure canners out here for whatever reason. But like water bath canning is pretty easy. If someone were to gift subs to an offline channel, do they still go through? I think so. I don't think pressure canning is common in the UK. I know, which is weird. Because you can in different ways with different types of foods, right? So I find that strange. I would love in, I'm not going to say in a year. I think that's overblowing my own like abilities and commitment to it. But I would love if in like 2 or 3 years I had some sort of an area that was just like stocked up with preserved stuff from the garden that my mother-in-law and I are going to have. I think that would be sick. That'd be so great. I would love that. Yeah, because like you're relying on again, I'm not an expert with this stuff, but there is a chemical reaction that happens inside of the jar when you're doing the canning process, and depending on what's inside, you might need the pressure for it to seal properly. A lot of like acidic stuff like tomato sauces, tomato-based stuff, a lot of fruit-based stuff you can water bath can, I believe. But there are some things where safety-wise pressure canning is best. But obviously water bath canning is like way more accessible because you don't need a pressure canner, you know. My aunt and uncle have a canning weekend every year. Their kids come up and they just can everything in the garden for 48 hours. I love that. I want that. I want to do that. And I do think in sort of like a, you know, needing a village sort of way, I do think that I'm the sort of person who will have more success living nearby or with people that also have an interest in these things. If I'm relying on just myself to have interest in doing a thing, likelihood is that I won't get up the energy to do it by myself, you know. But you know, with my mother-in-law living there and potentially my sister-in-law living there too, I think all three of us would get super into canning. So, my title today, let me read it to you, is, oh no, I chose an idle game for today. I went to buy Garden Inn. Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure you can add idle as a tag on a game on Steam. It was not tagged this way. This game looks super cute. It's about like growing plants, right? And decorating your little house, your little garden house, whatever. I open up the game and there's a big thing that popped up that was like, this game is about growing plants. It will take a long time. The plants take hours to grow. And I was like, what? What does idle mean? So idle games are games where the intention is that you come back to them every few hours. You let them idle. You let them sit and do whatever it is that they're going to do. There are a lot of casual games that are idle games, right? You are not intended to just sit and play it. So yeah. I scrolled down to the reviews and a lot of people were like, this game is super cozy. It's very comfy. It's very slow. And another person echoed what I just said and was like, I really would have appreciated if something said that this was an idle game, because I don't know if I would have bought it if I knew that that was the case. It's a cute game, but you have to wait literal hours for flowers to grow sometimes. So, yeah. I guess we'll open that and see. Look, we'll play it. We'll play it until it's like, okay, go away. I need hours to grow this flower. And then I don't know what we'll do. You might say, Dodger, we could play more Hi-Fi Rush. We can't, actually, because I played a bunch of that on my own. So we're in a totally different part of the game now than we were in last time I played that. So we will figure something out, you know? Betrayed? No! Animal Crossing is an idle game, I think. I think Animal Crossing is at least idle-like, you know? I am not going to play the Harry Potter game, no. Yeah, we'll just swap back and forth between Garden Inn and Dead Space. That's a great idea. I don't think that those games vibe with each other very well. That tweet about having long starting soon screens was A+ goofs. Dude, I said people tweet things like that fairly often, to be honest. Like, don't have a starting soon screen. I don't need to know that you're starting soon. I want to know when you're actually starting, sort of a thing, right? I know from feedback from you guys that you like the starting soon screen because it gives people an opportunity to show up after they've gotten the alert, but also the alerts are normally pretty late, right? Like sometimes people get alerts after the starting soon screen is already done to show up to stream. So I don't see those and legitimately think, oh my God, I truly am wasting everyone's time. But it did, yeah, this one made me laugh because it was in all caps. This person was furious. And it was in all caps and big enough that I couldn't tell if they were serious or not. I think that's kind of the best part. I don't know if they were being real about it. I don't know if those are their true feelings about starting soon screens. The replies were so funny. Yeah. You forgot that then you have to futz around with your audio for 5 minutes. Oh, you forgot that then you have to finally show up and then say, uh-oh, is my camera working? I'm a professional streamer. I've been doing this for years, baby. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Look, I know myself. I know myself. Am I going to come to my stream after the starting soon screen is done? Am I going to show up and then go, today we're playing? No. I'm going to take 31 minutes to talk to you about my boiler. So that means that some of you poor sweet darlings are going to show up and be like, no, we're halfway through a boiler story. I missed the start. We need that long intro. We need that long starting soon screen so people don't miss out on the hot and heavy boiler action, okay? I missed a boiler story. This sweet angel. This dove of humanity in chat. Missed out. Unreal. Just repeat it at the end of stream. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good engagement. I already told it, so you're gonna need to stick around. And then at the end of stream, I will tell the story again. The impermanence of streamed content. Boiler story gone forever. It'll never exist anywhere else. Boiler story dead. Unbelievable. We should make the first boiler emote. That's a good idea. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm leaving all this. All this top bit. We're still trying to keep that long. But this shit, some days I like it, and some days I hate it. Yeah, but like this There's got to be something we can do about that, dude, without me having to look like a Kingdom Hearts character, you know? Nope, that's not it. Oh my god, is the pot Summers? No, it's not. Summer's playing a pot in a D&D game. Do you guys know that? And now anytime I see a pot anything, I'm like, is that a Summer thing? That's true. I need a few straps. I need some buckles. I need like 18 belts. Yeah. Yeah, they just drive me crazy. I do think, to a certain extent, I'm meant to be like fluffy, right? But like this, no. No. Disgusting. Shoes that are 7 sizes too big. Yeah, shoes with like a big a big poofy bit on the front. No, I have no plans to color it again. You have such a calming talking voice. Thank you very much. Last night when we were doing Dead Space, someone was like, it's very strange watching an evening Dodger stream. Because I think I tend to, now I'm going to be too aware of it. But I think like during the day when my kid's at school, right, my voice fluctuates a lot more, is more animated, I guess. At night, when I'm streaming at night, I tend to talk much softer, much calmer, I guess, on purpose, because I don't want to wake up the Grem, right? Somebody was like, this is a very different vibe. Low energy during Dead Space is absolutely amazing. Yeah. So on the first day, someone was like, I didn't think I would watch a Dead Space stream and think to myself, this is cozy. But for some reason, it feels kind of cozy. She still woke up and stole your blankie, though. She did. Both streams, she woke up, like, right when I needed to leave. Right when I needed to just go to bed. Yeah, first time, she came in, picked up my blanket and walked away with it. This was before the heating was fixed, right? I was like, what the fuck? And then last night, she got up, looked in my room, and then just kept walking. I was like, oh no. She's like, I'm sleeping in your bed. I don't want to sleep in mine. Yours is warmer. And I was like, that's not true. No one has slept in our bed. So our bed is cold right now. There has been no fleshy body in there. The cats in the first stream are hilarious, dude. So up in my business. You seem very chill playing that game. It's been fun. It is fun. Yeah, you get kind of zen. You know, sometimes things just pop up and try to kill you, and then you stomp them a few times and you move on with your life. After those streams, I might finally get the courage to play the original. It's been staring at me from my library for years now. I do think that people make the original Dead Space sound scarier than it is. Not that it isn't a horror game. It is, right? But I do think that it came out long enough ago that if you never played the game, it can seem kind of daunting to play it. Like, Gmart was saying something similar, I think, when we rated him, because he's never played the game before, right? And he was like, I really thought that I was going to be more scared playing this game, which, again, if you find this game terrifying, that's also very valid. But I think that people expect it to be scary in a different way than it is. Yes, stuff jumps out and attacks you sometimes, and that sucks. But you are outfitted with a lot of ways to defend yourself. And for the most part, it's like just atmospherically creepy and interesting, you know? Yes, the remake is great. The controls are better. It looks fantastic. I would highly recommend it. If you've had an interest in dipping a toe into Dead Space. Keep in mind, Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 all have completely different vibes. They're all very different games. I shouldn't say completely different. They're all still like sci-fi horror, but very different like approaches to them. I would say I think the first Dead Space is the most horror game out of the three. 2 is very unsettling though, for totally different reasons. Oh, well then I hope the remake does really well so that they redo 2 and 3. That would be great. Did I ever play Extraction? I don't think so. I played 2 and 3. I played 3 with Jesse. What game am I playing today? Oh yeah, where is the later section in our title? I'm playing a game called Garden Inn, which we've realized through careful investigation is actually an idle game. So we were talking about what an idle game is, but essentially I'm gonna have to figure out something else to also play. Yeah. Idle game. Exactly. I've decided there's a free game called Bloody Hell that I wanted to try out, so maybe that. But yes, Season. I plan on playing Season next week, Puff Maggie. So thank you for suggesting that. I'm glad people are interested in watching that. I don't know what I was gonna say. It doesn't matter. What, and just like juggle idle games? Oh, I've been playing through every game that is a hidden object cat game that I can find, with hopes to then in some format say this is the best hidden object cat game that is available. That's the plan. There are a lot of them. I also need to go through and look at the release date for all of them and figure out which one came first. I have a deep need to understand which one did that concept first. So far we've played Building Full of Cats and Castle Full of Cats, right? We've played Cats in Paris and Cats in London. There is Ever Seen a Cat 1, 2, and 3, which are really good, actually. And then, what was the other one? Hold on. There's another one. Cat Seeker? Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Cat Seeker is a different sort of thing. But is still like a find the cat game. Yeah, so it's cool. So Castle Full of Cats is so far the only one that has attempted to have a story. I think all of us really liked Castle Full of Cats. I think that was really fun. There was, you know, a map and characters and a story and all sorts of stuff. But at the end of the day, it was still just like find cats, right? Ever Seen a Cat has been the first one that I think has been really creative about hiding the cats. All of the cats look different depending on where they're hidden. So it's less like in Cats in Paris and London, and also like Building Full of Cats, there's like a general sort of like cat shape that you're looking for, right? And you can just generally look for that sort of cat blob-ish shape in order to find the cats. Have you ever seen a cat? Number one, ramps in difficulty. So the first level is like just a really big basic picture with big cats. And then it gets more and more and more complex. But the cats are like hyper specific to where they are hidden, which is cool. So like if they're in the grass, the cat is sort of like drawn to look more like grass almost. Cats that are hidden in flowers are made to look like elements of the flower, right? That sort of a thing. So it adds a little bit of difficulty that way, but it's also really interesting. And then the other thing about Have You Ever Seen a Cat is it has replayability. So you play through all of the levels and then it's like, good job. Now play them again. We've added a bunch of cats. And the first one at least has 1,000 cats to find. Which is a bunch. So yeah, there's a bunch of these fucking games. I don't know why, but I will play all of them. So I guess that's why, right? They know if you've played one, you'll probably play all of them. These are not idle games, no. These are just play all of it games. I have played Power Wash Simulator. I also uninstalled it though, and I'm not going to take the time to reinstall it right now. Sometimes you take a sponsored deal to play a game that is fucking gigantic, and no matter how many times you say please install this game, it says but there isn't room, and you say that's fine, okay, and you just start uninstalling shit desperately, hoping that eventually it'll go, plenty of space for me. It was Forspoken, yeah. We're talking about Forspoken, which again, I actually did have fun with. I'm biased because they paid me, but like, yeah. I had to delete so many games to get that game to install. And Power Wash Simulator was, unfortunately, one of the victims. Rest in peace, Power Wash Simulator. I can never install it again. Dead forever. Oh my god. But we might get sponsored to play. Do you guys remember? Hold on. I want to make sure that I get the name of it right. Do you guys remember when we played Backbone? I'm sure some of you remember Backbone. The absolute what the fuckery of Backbone. It was that sort of pixel art game where we played a raccoon detective. And it went like completely off the rails. So they contacted me to see if I would like to be sponsored to play their new game, the Backbone Prelude. And I was like, absolutely. 100%. Yes, definitely. So yeah. It was super weird. Backbone was a super weird game. I think these are like, this game, from what I can tell, is like vignettes with each of the main characters of Backbone prior to the beginning of Backbone. So yeah, I'm super ready to dive back into the weird shit. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Let's open this game up and see what the fuck we're dealing with, shall we? Oh, just kidding. I already opened it. Scratch it off of your bingo card. It's already open. Bought, installed, polished, ready to go. I feel naked without my later section on this title. Who knows, dude? Tonight I'm recording. Oh, weird. I'm recording a game with Bree. So I won't be streaming tonight. I think we'll probably wind up doing that for a few hours, so I won't have time to do Dead Space or anything. I found a game. And I went to Bree immediately and I was like, look, I want to attempt to record some content ahead of time before I go out of town and put it up as VODs. Like stream it on the days when I'm gone, but like, you know. I found a cursed game and I immediately thought of you. Will you play it with me? And she was like, oh my God. Yes, absolutely. So we'll see. We'll see how the Bree bonus magic works today. Where did I go? I am tasty poison for show. Wop, 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 wop. There's a an artist named EHLE, I think. Wait. EHLE, yeah. In all caps. Because of course. All of her songs are like, I'm toxic and I love toxic people. That's what every song is about. But they're all bops. It's a nightmare. So I've had like all of her songs stuck in my head for like days. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just appreciate when a person knows exactly who they are. Okay. Nope, not you. Let's turn this down ahead of time just in case. Game. Oh, we're just thrown in. We're just thrown in, dude. Welcome to your room. May look a little empty, but we can fix that. Blair, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my god, the timing. I've been playing a game this whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't sit here talking about boilers and other bullshit for an hour. I'm a streamer who knows how to manage time well. So, welcome to the game, guys. Hello, everybody. I'm Dodger. We're going to be playing this. It's called Garden Inn. I didn't realize until I bought it that it's an idle game. So, truly, the goof is on me. When you open this game, it's like, this game is about planting flowers and shit, and they will take hours to grow. I was like, no! So we're gonna just see how that goes. I might potentially have to, you know, plant a bunch of flowers and then go find something else to do. But anyway, Blair, I hope you had a good stream. Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate you. Yeah. Anyway, we're learning the basics. Action-packed, yeah. Welcome to your room, chat. Moving the world by pressing WADs. Rotate the camera with QE and zoom. Okay. How do I... Oh. Okay. Let's make this room more lively. Click on the vase on the left side of the screen to access vases. Okay. Ooh, cute. Select a soil type in the soil menu. Oh, these are all different vases, I see. And soil. Fantastic. Select a seed now. Okay. What do we want to grow, gang? Red Kid, Green Hut, Royal Flowers, or Purple-Eyed Petals. In honor of Blair, I'm going to do Purple-Eyed Petals. While your plant grows, you can explore and decorate or give your plant a friend. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna decorate? Is that what it's telling me? It's working on it. Can I water it or what? There's little starbies there. What does that mean? Right, okay. There are different plant species you can choose by clicking on the corresponding buttons in the menu. Right, okay. Oh. The clock. Interact with the clock to skip time and fast forward. Time traveling is hard on the stomach. The time clock won't be available for a while after its use. It needs to recharge. Okay. Some decorations are special and you can interact with them. Parasites? Take care of your plants. Oh my god. How do I water them? With this? How do I know when it's enough? How do I know if it's enough? How, yeah. How am I supposed to live the idle life? It takes an hour and 30 minutes to grow. Oh my god. Wait, no. Purple-eyed petals. It takes 2 hours to grow. That's fine. Live, laugh, drown? What the hell? What are these? I can make my room bigger. Can I delete things? Oh yeah. Get out of here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Getting so much. You can view feats accomplished for each room you've unlocked. Alongside specific feats for each room, you can find global achievements to complete along the way. This game seems like it's probably super cute as an idle game. Like if an idle game is what you're hankering for, this seems great. It's very cute. Do I have 2 hours to wait? A coffee, absolutely. A photo. Why can't I put it? Why can't I put it on the wall? Pocky, sure. I like how this can be just a pack rat simulator. I'm a big fan of that. Wait. Oh! I can change the palette. Cute. Okay. Okay, yeah. This is Pack Rat Simulator now. What all can I shove into this place? No, no. Hey. What? What happened? Wait. Oh. Oh. Ooh, that's pretty. That's not what I wanted to do, though. Okay. Stolen traffic cone? Yikes. Get out of here. How do I rotate it? Oh, there we go. Like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? I might be in. I might be in on this. But I'm not I'm not gonna have, I won't be able to do much in it, you know? I need like 3 more of these. I said 3, but we all know what I really meant. Great. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. This is looking correct. Wait, where are the books? Oh, they're there. Can I stack the books on top of each other? I can. Absolutely. Okay, I actually do want a box here. Where's my cat? I need a cat in here. Skip time and fast forward plant growth. Useful if you can't wait, but don't abuse it. Right. Yes. Look! Cute! Yeah. Let's do another plant. Since we're just like sitting, right? That's cute. Place 2 seeds in these special vases. They're called hybridization vases. Once the seeds bloom and they both become adult, if they are compatible, you'll obtain a new seed. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Stone? Stone? Oh, I see. I see, I see. Interesting. Okay, okay, I see. So we actually start off with lots of different seeds. Let's do a green hut in here. Let's do Night Veil in here. And then Water Suns and Princess Hair in here. Perfect. Great. Can you overwater things in this game? Okay, we've hit the point where I don't know what to do anymore. I gotta just wait now, I think. I think we're at the idle point already. Yeah, dude, I was watching someone play The Sims. I haven't played The Sims in years, but my kid stumbled onto a video of someone playing The Sims. You can basically play Stardew Valley, but like in The Sims now. You can just be like, I just want to be out in the woods with my garden. I want to talk to animals. That's great. Yeah. We hit the idle point already. We've done it. Now what? Now what do we do? Now what? I am the idle game. Here we go. We still need the epic music, obviously. Yeah. Give me an hour and a half. I will blossom into something beautiful. But you're gonna have to wait, so. Eating snowflakes. My kid asked me what snowflakes are today, and I was embarrassed to not really be able to explain. I was like, I think it's... Because I realized in Oregon, we have freezing rain, which is decidedly very different from snow, right? So I was like, I don't know what the difference is between freezing rain and snow. I don't know if like the process of what makes it snow happens like way higher up in the atmosphere, whereas freezing rain is rain but then hits up, it like hits a place where it just freezes in the air, and maybe that's why they're different. I don't know. I realized I have no idea. Snow becomes snow high up in the atmosphere. Fantastic. She always asks me these questions in the car when I'm like, well, I can't look this up. I can't pull a Reagan and just like look it up and be like, yeah, honey, of course I know that. It's when the moisture, it crystallizes high in the atmosphere. And the crystallization shape is snowflakes. That sounds intentional. Look, kids get bored in the car, and that's... I think that there's a lot of, like, interesting brain stuff that happens when kids are bored in the car. When people are bored in general, right? But yeah. Yeah, freezing rain is like, it just rains ice. Or rather, it rains, and the second it makes impact with something, it is ice. So, a lot of trees break because so much ice piles onto all of the branches, things like that. So it's really dangerous to drive in. The area that I grew up on a farm, but also just the area I grew up in general is well known for growing Christmas trees for the United States. So a lot of Christmas trees get fucked up in the freezing rain, unfortunately. Anyways, yeah, my kid always starts like thinking about life, the universe, and everything when we're in the car. So I try really hard to like not give her anything to do in the car. I know that sounds terrible, but like if it's a long drive, that's different. But if we're just like driving to school or driving to the store, I'll make it a point to not give her anything to do. Because she really, her brain starts zooming, dude. Because she's just fucking bored in the car. Like, when are we gonna get to the store? But what is the store really? What is capitalism? Why do we need money to buy things? Right? And then eventually she'll be like, why do you and daddy have jobs? You know, like she really starts to think about shit. So, yeah. I'm pretty like, I'm a big advocate for talking about body stuff in a way that is like, one of our plants grew a little thing. Look at this bitch. Look at this guy. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Look, he's got a little leaf. I'm proud of him. Anyways. Back to me, the true idol game. I think that there are ways to talk to kids about most things, in ways that they are, like, prepared for mentally, right? So Clark knows that I have my period, and I've explained to her in as simple a way as possible why that happens and what is going on. Which is, in case you're curious, that my body once a month panics and says, what if a baby shows up? We don't have a house for it. It builds a house and waits around for a baby to show up. And when the baby doesn't show up, they get mad and they tear the house down. And then I have to deal with all of the building materials coming out of my body. That's the way I've explained it to my kid. And so, so yesterday, we were in the car and she goes, I don't want to deal with my body building a house all the time because it seems like it's really messy. And I was like, it is messy and it sucks, if I'm being totally honest with you. You will probably have to deal with that though, because you and I were born with the same type of body, and unfortunately our bodies do this. And she was like, if I decide I don't want babies, do I still have to deal with it? I was like, there are ways to deal with it so that you don't have to go through that process. But I think I would have to research, but I think most of the time you would have to be like super sure you don't want kids, which you don't have to decide now. But yeah, there are obviously other ways to have children in your life. You don't have to give birth to kids, but if that's something that you really want to do, you might have to deal with the building process. Yeah. And she was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, I get it, dude. None of us do. None of us every month are super jazzed about periods, dude. Unless for whatever reason your body hasn't been doing that and you've really been hoping that it will, because it creates it creates the house for a baby, right? But otherwise, yeah, it probably sucks and you're probably really annoyed every time it happens. Yeah, I mean, well, fortunately, I picked that up from another parent. Another parent explained it that way, and I was like, that's so nice. That's a great way to explain it, right? I've made it really clear that it's not dangerous, that it is super normal, that there are lots of people with bodies just like mine that also do this. And that sometimes people have the same body parts that I do, and they don't have that happen, right? You just don't know. But I said, you probably will have to deal with this. We'll find out when we get there, dude, you know, but just in case, this is what you can expect. Yeah, it's just all this good shit. Hey, we got more things growing. Look at that. Look at these guys. They're working hard. Good job. Good job, gang. I'm going to move this over here as well, so that all of our plants are in the same place, and we can keep an eye on all of them at the same time. Here, we'll do this, and then I'll make myself a little bigger. There we go. Here we go. Here we go, gang. Wow! Wow! Oh yeah, the boiler story for everyone who missed it. But I promised I was going to tell it at the end. That's fine. I'm one of the developers of Garden Inn. I hope you enjoy growing your tiny little garden. I am. I didn't realize it was going to be an idle game. Thank you so much for swinging by the stream, by the way. I didn't realize it was going to be an idle game until I opened it, and I was like, we're going to be waiting in real time for plants to grow. Which is fine because I like to talk, so it's, you know, it's no big. So we're just letting our babies do their thing. But yeah, our boiler was busted for a couple of days, and it's kind of cold right now. So the inside of our house is about 12 degrees Celsius. For like 2 days there, we were so cold. My kid has this like pop-up den on her bed. If you can't wait, try using the time clock. I already did. I already used it. My kid has a pop-up thing on her bed, and when it's all zipped up, it actually retains heat really well in there. So we wound up in this cycle where like Clark and I slept in there, my kid. Clark and I slept in there because it was the warmest place in the house. And then the second that she was up for school, Sam went in there and slept in there. So we did that for a couple of days. We all swapped who got to be in the den. But we couldn't shower. There was no heating. It appeared like we weren't able to get hot water in the dishwasher or anything. So, yeah. We had a plumber come out. The plumber was like, wow, this was hooked up in a really weird way, but also the boiler is just super fucking old. So it's, it needs to be replaced, but it's not unsafe to use. It's just gonna break a lot. So here's generally how you use it and reset it and change things on it so that hopefully in the future you can fix it. Parasites feed on your plants. No! Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Leave my baby alone achievement. That's right. Absolutely. Wait, how do I get you back? Oh, it's fine. How do I know if they need water? Oh, the little boopy. I see. Ah, well, I don't. Yeah, that doesn't need water. Okay, great. If you've got 2 bathrooms or a shower room, have you considered having one be an electrically heated water supply? We're moving in about a month, so we're not bothering with any of that shit. We've got the boiler working again. It just might break a couple more times before we leave, and that's fine. Next house, you get to deal with boiler problems all by yourself, you know? But also, we'll be living with my father-in-law, who knows a lot of house maintenance shit, and hopefully I can learn some things from him. Or at the very least, learn exactly who to call when certain things break. The plumber that came yesterday was really nice. I would 100% call him again. Is Sam excited about living with his parents? We're living in separate, so we're on the same property, but we're not in the same house. So everybody still gets their privacy in their own space. But yeah, I think for Sam, he feels a deep need to like try and take care of his parents a bit more, if that makes sense. Sam and I tend to be quite reclusive. And so maybe we don't spend as much time with people as we should. But he wants to like be there for them, you know? So I think that there's a certain amount of like, we'll all get to kind of have our village in a way. We'll all get to like support each other, but I think he'll feel like he's able to help support them a bit more when they're so close. How far away is their house from yours? Oh, they're like right next door to each other. They're right next to each other. But they're separate. They're totally separate buildings. Yay!
She's growing.
Yeah, and people keep making this joke, this like built-in babysitter's joke, but like I want really, I'm advocating very hard for everybody to still be treated exactly the same way that they are treated now, right? My mother and father-in-law have their own jobs, they work, they have their own lives, right? I want to make sure that Clark understands, like, don't just go over there anytime you want. We need to make sure that they are, you know, free and available to hang out with you, you know? Because they've got their own shit going on. Everybody deserves their own, like, privacy and stuff, so. Even when they're right next door. But it will be easier to just sort of, like, pop in and say, hi, I love you. Which is cute. Look! It's getting so pretty. I want to like rotate you. Oh, there we go. Cute. Whoever was like, we should just have the idle game going while you keep doing just chatting. That was the play. That was the good one. Yeah, that works. And now every time something grows, we can go, oh! I started reading I Think Our Son is Gay after hearing you talk about it, by the way, and it's very sweet. Isn't it? It would be so easy for that to be like sort of a frustrating, goofy manga, but it's actually so sweet. I really, really like it, yeah. Did you say you're gonna build a house for Sam's sister on the property? Yeah, she wants to, currently we're at the point where it's like, she hasn't seen the property yet. So we're like, come look at it, see, you know, where we could even build something, decide for yourself if that's what you would want, you know. But we have the space for it if she would like to. And yeah, I think she'd like some sort of like a mobile tiny home sort of a thing, which we're super down for. Would it be dumb to install this game to do next to my school stuff? I think that is exactly what this type of game is for. You either like open it every few hours to see how your plants are doing, or you just kind of like have it on another monitor while you're doing other stuff, and occasionally it has an auditory thing that's like something grew, you know. It's cute. I can't remember exactly how big it is. Around an acre, I think. Something like that. Plenty of space for us. Plenty of space. An acre is large. It is. An acre is pretty big. Chickens getting their deluxe home. Yeah, that's the plan. Chickens get their little space. My sister-in-law gets her space. My parents-in-law get their space. And then we all have a garden that we collectively work on. It's great. Whereabouts is the new place? I'm not going to answer that. It is in England. You get a fire pit? There already is a fire pit, but I don't think it's going to be there for long. It's like right it's on planet Earth, maybe. It's like right next to the annex that my in-laws are going in. So I think it's going to get built over, but we would all love to have like an area like that. It just, where it is right now is right where they would want to expand into, so. Who grew? Ah! This guy. This guy in the rocks, our little cactus friend. Yeah, it is hard for me sometimes to visualize how big an acre is, because this isn't a flex. This is just reality. I grew up on 80 something acres of land, most of it undeveloped. So visualizing like how big an acre is kind of difficult for me. It is a farm, yeah. I'm not flexing. I'm just saying. All I know is Winnie the Pooh lives in the 100-acre wood. That's true. Was it a shock coming to this country and seeing how little land we have? No. Honestly, I think you guys have a lot of land. It's just that people hold on to it. You know. Like, obviously, England, the United Kingdom in general, is way smaller than the United States, right? But, like, driving around and stuff, it's very lush here. It's beautiful, and there's obviously lots of laws and things in place to try and preserve the natural ecosystem here. But it's created a situation where people don't sell land very often. So it's hard for people to get property with space is the issue. I grew up on an acre of land in town and it was a bitch to mow. Yay! Our plants! They're working so hard. Yeah. We're small and stubborn. We hold on to our little patches of green like dragons and they're gold. You know? Apparently one of the places that Jared is going to be playing when he comes to England. Jared is my brother. He's a musician. One of the places that Jared is going to be playing is a place called Leek. It's up north, I guess. My singing teacher was like, I'm going to drive up to Leek to see him. I was like, oh, okay. It's like, that's like a long drive, isn't it? And she was like, yes, but it's gorgeous up there. Like, if you really love like going on walks or camping or anything like that, going up there it's beautiful. It's like the perfect place to go. So now I'm like, should I force my family into a car so that we can see my brother and then go on a cute walk together? I don't know, maybe. Right next to the Peak District. Yeah, that's what she was saying. Oh, when we sold the house we grew up in, we had to send the state a letter like, do you want this land? Before we were allowed to put it on the market. Any property over a certain size has to go through that process. The state has dibs? What? That's so weird. What? Oops. I'm sorry. You could introduce your music teacher to your brother. Yeah. For anybody who didn't hear this story, my music teacher, my singing teacher, when I had my very first like consultation session with her to see if like we vibed well together and I wanted to take lessons, she was like, I looked you up because I wanted to make sure you weren't a serial killer, which is totally fair. And I thought that the follow-up to that was going to be, and I saw that you play video games and have done lots of other weird shit, but you don't seem to be a serial killer, so that's cool. No. She's like, I looked you up and you're... Oh, no! Pause. I have to save my plant. Get out of here. How are all my... Oh, hold on. Okay. She's like, I looked you up and you are Jared Lawson's sister. And I said, yes, I am. I'm so caught off guard right now. And she said, I use his music to like show really good vocal control. So I play his music for my students all the time. And I was like, what? So wild. So yeah, she's like a huge fan of my brother. It was such a great like gear shift. I was ready to be asked like, so you play video games, how does that work? You know, all of that. None of that happened. She just thinks Jared is neat, which is great. Yeah. I know, yeah. Well, yeah, because that's a lot of what she's worked on with me, and I assume what she works on with a lot of people is control, like moving from chest voice to head voice, being able to recognize when you're in chest voice versus head voice, picking those moments, you know, all of that sort of stuff. She's really interested in the mechanics of how all of this works and how you can make it work in your favor and get the tone that you want. Jared jumps all over the place when he sings. He hits really high notes. He hits really low notes. So yeah, I'm biased because he's my brother and I think he's extremely talented. But I think he is a really good example of someone who can sort of just like go wherever he wants and have it sound great. Was the singing teacher before or after your Eevee song? It is very new. I've had 4 sessions with her, I think. 3 or 4 sessions. Uh-oh, why am I dropping so many frames? I think we're okay. We're back to green. What happened there? Are we good? Can you see and hear me? We had a little dip for a second. Yeah, that was on my end. I dropped 4,000 frames really suddenly. But we're back to green now. So I guess we're fine. I have not played any of the songs that I've done on YouTube for her. But yeah, I decided, I've always wanted to take singing lessons and I just never have. I've never been trained in singing at all. The most that I can say is I was in choir for a hot minute, but I didn't get any training. You know, we were a big group. There was no like one-on-one anything. I just sang. I just hit the notes I was told to hit, right? But I've always wanted to take singing lessons, and I think we've talked about this a lot, but I think as you get older, you start to say to yourself, why would I bother doing that, right? Like I'm a 30-something or whatever your age is, right? I'm not planning on pursuing this as a career, you know? Should I even bother doing something like singing lessons as an adult? And I had enough people in my life say, fuck that, just do it, that I decided to do it. So I'm taking singing lessons now, and it's very fun. And I love my singing teacher. She is so sweet. Yeah. I have so many interests that I don't bother pursuing, really. Like, I think sometimes, again, we like convince ourselves, if I'm going to take a class in this thing, I need to have a reason that I'm taking that class, right? What do I plan to do with this thing that I'm learning? What is my end goal with this thing? When our plant grew, is it a carrot? When the whole goal can just be, I just want a new perspective on singing. I just want a new perspective on drawing. I like the way quilts look. I'd like to know how people make quilting squares. You know, like, it's okay to just want to know more. To want to learn more about something, you know? So yeah, that's where I'm at. Warlander? No, I don't think so. I never know what games Sam is looking at or playing. Unless he specifically has a reason to talk to me about it. I have no idea what games those boys are talking about playing. This week's exciting episode of Study Hall. Yeah! I'm learning how to make hexies. Look, I'll grab one. We're gonna make a bunch of hexies on stream tomorrow. Look. Hexies. No! See? And then you can stitch them together. Beep, beep. Cute. I'm not great at getting them super even yet. I don't think they have to be exact, but when one side is obviously way smaller than the other or way larger than the other, then you have an issue. It's harder to get them to like attach to each other, but I think with practice, I could finally use up a bunch of this fabric that I've been hoarding. I thought you said hex like in curses. You know what's funny is the video that I watched on how to make these, the top comment was someone who was like, I got an embarrassingly long way into this video before I realized this was not about hexing people. It's like, no. But again, like I said before, it's all about intention, isn't it? If you want to angrily make hexies while thinking about somebody you hate, that's your business. That's your business. If you want to make a hatred quilt, that is entire... Look, I'm not involved. The Missouri Star Company's tutorials on YouTube. The Missouri Star Company. Make a kaleidoscope quilt with Jenny Doan. Maybe I will, Jenny. I'm making a none of my business quilt. Yeah. This is my stay in my own lane quilt. And I think about all the things going on with my friends' lives that are none of my business. Mm-hmm. Quilting is really big in Missouri for some reason. I wonder why that is. I know sometimes things like that are affected by like culturally, you know, if a large group of people from a similar culture all settled in a place. I wonder if it has something to do with that. Have you seen the poop blanket on TikTok? It's a temperature blanket, but for people with IBS, I have not. But that's so funny you say that though, because this has nothing to do with poop, I promise. When I was making these, I was like, this would be such an easy, not easy necessarily, but like, would probably take just as much time as like a temperature blanket would, or maybe less. But if you chose, you know, in the same way that people will choose whatever yarn they want for different temperatures, if you chose that many types of fabric and then just made a hexie each day for that day's temperature or that day's, sometimes people do mood ones, if you have like different ones to reflect different, like how you were feeling that day. And then you could just make a blanket at the end of the year. Or a poop blanket. Yeah. You could choose make different hexies to represent your poops. Again, not my business. Not my business. If one of you wants to make a poop blanket, a hatred blanket. Ah! Cute! Our plants, they are a-growing. How many hexes are needed for a full quilt? I don't know. It's a great question. I wonder if someone's asked that before. How many Amish hexes do you need for a quilt? 184 full hexagons, 14 half hexagons makes a 90 by 90 quilt. Is that helpful? Eh? Honey. How many arms? 90 inches. Oh my god. Ninety-six inches is 8 feet, I think. Right? I think it was inches. Oh no. 90 inches. 90 by 90 inches. If your hexagons are 4 inches. 13 columns and 15 rows for a 90 by 90. So yeah. That's like 1.5 of me. Does that help you? That'll be taller than me, regardless of what direction I'm facing. Regardless of if I'm planking or standing up straight. It's taller than Sam. It's a whole foot taller than Sam is. No! Get out of here, scumbag. Is this one done? Are you done? I think it might be. I think it might be done. Should we plant a new thing? Hold on. It's time to plant something new. I'll put you up here. How do you like my gamer den that I made? Ooh. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's do this one then. And oh shoot, what are you? It's a green hut. Okay. We'll do royal flowers. Great. I think that's what we need. Okay. Great. Hi, it's me again. It's me. Hi. My kid started singing that song yesterday and I was crying. She was just sitting there minding her business, drawing something, and started going, "It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me." And I was like, I don't know who sang that to my child, but that's fucking funny. It wasn't me. I don't think I sang that to her. Good job yesterday. Last Call for Adventure was a blast. Thank you. Yeah, we wound up, for those of you who didn't watch it, so Max is in Texas. I don't know how many of you are in Texas and dealing with the blackouts and stuff right now, but I hope you're all safe and staying warm. It sounds like a nightmare. It feels like you guys are dealing with this every year now. So obviously there's an infrastructure problem, but either way, Max wasn't able to make it because they had no power, no internet, no nothing, right? And so we were like, do we cancel? And then JP was like, well, we could do like if you guys are down, we could do like a side story thing for one of the characters. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I want to be a weird character in a side story about Wyman, please. Wyman is DJ Wheat's character. And so we were like, great, we're just going to do an improv session. So we showed up and Bronze was like, I just woke up. I'm going to be doing this on the fly. We were like, fantastic. That's exactly the energy we need right now. And we randomized our characters. So I was, we were all bards. So I was an Aarakocra College of Creation bard. And JP was a Githyanki College of Lore bard. And we were all in bard school. And my bardic art was poetry. And I felt like I was really deep. And so I was just like a really deep character, you know. But also just like a dork. And it was fun. It was really fun to just like on the fly be like, this is who I am. This is my character. Let's go. Looking back, I feel like in terms of our dynamic, it felt like one of us needed to be like a class clown character. I wish I had kind of gone that direction instead, but it was really fun to just play like a brooding, you know, like Raven from Teen Titans sort of thing. But yeah, it wound up being cute. And I think that it also sort of informed the world, which is Bronze's whole thing right now, is like anything that we do in the games sort of creates an aspect of the world, right? So there's now 2 really weird characters that are out there somewhere from Wyman's past, and I was like, I've got my backup character now. But yeah. I'm still at work. I came here for a sec to donate points for Dracula. Hi, Avi. I appreciate your dedication to the cause. Wheat as a bard is pretty top notch. Yeah, you can tell he has fun with it. The backup character has actual stats. Dude. People occasionally, in my chat and in JP's chat, people occasionally were coming in and being like, oh, Rhesus died. And I was like, no! Rhesus is alive! This is a side story, dude. Rhesus is fine. I'm gonna say let's not talk about like specifics about the episode. It literally just happened. We don't want to spoil people, but But it was pretty fluffy. I'll spoil you on that. It was a pretty fluffy episode. And we just improv'd characters. It was good. They looked into the future. No. These aren't done yet, right? No. I don't know if doing this helps. It's weird. Yeah. I'm the main character of this game, chat. I fucked up. I chose an idle game for our game today. So you just have to deal with me talking about garbage while we wait for our plants to grow. I want to see the cute plants. You can see them. These are our plants. That's it. I ain't covering anything else. Here, I'll do this so that you can see her. Ladies and gentlemen, her. Yeah, or it could be bigger. That's true. But then we really won't see the plants. Can we have the... Oh, that's a great idea. Yes. Yes, we can. Oh my God. Guys, I forgot that we had this. I forgot. I forgot about this. I forgot that I can DVD bounce. This is perfect for this. This is perfect. Here we go. This is peak content. I agree. Can't you also turn it into a ball? I am a ball. I'm a circle. I'm a person. I'm a human. Like a bouncy ball that you can fling around. Yeah, but it's kind of nauseating. I'm a DVD bounce now. And you can all watch. You can all watch for the corner bounce. Just like we all did as children. Occasionally, so I have it set so that when raiders talk in chat, like people who came over on a raid, that it highlights them. So I do love the number of people who came over on the Blair raid that are still here, that are maybe seeing us DVD bounce for the first time. I appreciate you and your patience. This feels like a weird eye test. Hello. JP saw my my BRB screen for the first time yesterday. But it was backwards, right? So he couldn't tell what it was saying. He was like, "What does that say? What is that?" And I said, it says, "I'm pooping," in cursive letters. And he was very proud of me, I think. He might say differently, but I'm choosing I'm choosing to think he was proud of me. Oh my god. It is. Look. I'm pooping. It's a good screen, okay? Just is. So this is what art looks like. I have a clip of him saying you're one of his favorite people. That's very sweet. I like the decision to use it even when you're clearly not pooping. Yeah, I use it anytime I need to like cut away to another screen, I just put it on there. It's been really nice to like hang out with Bronze as well. Bronze and I have been sort of like adjacent to each other, but the amount that we've interacted has been so limited. It's really fun to like actually interact with Bronze. She's like super talented and really sweet. Oh! Was that the corner? Did it just happen? Oh? I'm covering it. That's the nature of the DVD bounce, is sometimes you'll miss out. It's this one. This one just grew. AI Seinfeld. Oh, yeah, I watched that. I watched some of AI Seinfeld. It's a nightmare. It's super weird, yeah. At the time that I tuned in, the Kramer character said something along the lines of, well, you can't play the game unless you got the tennis racket. And everyone in chat was like, wow. That's profound. I saw a tweet saying that the AI got stuck and had no more dialogue for a bit. Good. One of them grew full size. Hold on, I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller. Eh? There we go. This one. I think that's it. Oh. It doesn't say it's in its final form yet. It's not in its final form yet? Oh my goodness. What about these guys? They're not in their final form yet. No. They're all still doing their thing, dude. I watched all of Seinfeld just before Christmas. I don't know if I can handle AI Seinfeld. Oh my god. Part of my brain is sure you're getting dizzy, but another part knows that that's not how it works. I think Telly was saying earlier, like, it's really hard to, like, mentally grasp that I'm not moving in real life. I'm just sitting, dude. Do I? No, I still don't have one. I still don't have a different one. The blue is pretty though. Ooh. The sounds. I love it. What are these little locks? Chat will never get the satisfaction of the camera going perfectly in the corner. The very first time we did it, it went perfectly in the corner, and like 5 people clipped it because they were so excited. I like the nighttime sounds. They're so nice. You're not the only one, Onaga. A lot of people, when I said, yeah, it's an idle game, were like, idle? Like singing idols? No, like idle, to not do anything, to be idle. Yeah, look, they're cute. Look at our little plants. They're working hard. My AMA mode. Ooh, my neck. That was crunchy. Mm-mm. I don't like that. It's some kind of cactus, this guy. Excited to move? I was just moving. Yes, I'm very excited to move. Move house, I assume you mean. Yeah. This is the game today. This is the game today. Oh, don't bring up the Dead Space warnings. Not now. Yeah. This is what Isaac's mind palace looks like. So. Isaac will smash down the door and stomp all the plants. No! Isaac! My secret is I'm always stomping. Yeah, we've been having a good time with Dead Space. It's very fun. And Hi-Fi Rush. I played a lot of Hi-Fi Rush yesterday. While waiting for the plumber. Bum, 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 bum. What stage or boss did you reach in Hi-Fi Rush? I don't want to say the boss because I feel like it's kind of a spoiler, but I haven't gotten like way further than I was yesterday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I was looking at the achievements to see if the achievements were like linked to chapter stuff, but I don't see anything like that. Just meant the number. 4, I think. I'm enjoying Hi-Fi Rush. DMCA makes it a bit of a bummer, but you can turn off the DMCA music. You can put it in streamer mode. The streamer mode music is still great. Even offline, I haven't bothered to change it. The first boss had 9-inch nails. Oh, what? That's pretty great. Yeah, I've loved the music that's in there for streamer mode. Yeah, it would be fun to go back to change the music back after I've beaten the game, to change the music back and do those fights again with the music they intended for. I played some of the original Dead Space. I never beat it. I am beyond where I was when I played it originally. I feel like I'm making good progress though. I don't know how many chapters there are in that game, but we're on chapter 4, I think, in Dead Space. This is in-game music, yeah. Is the carrot okay? Oh no, I haven't been watering anything. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everyone's fine, everyone's fine, everyone's fine. Oh my god. Is that why nothing is growing? That would make so much sense. You had one job, I know. Too busy gabbing. Here. I'll move our other plant right here so we can look at her. Oops. Maybe I'll put her here. Yay! We did it. Does it not need water anymore? Oh, it does. Okay. So, now what? Let's do red kid and green hut. I got an achievement for that. I don't know what that means. But let's go. Okay. There we go. I want more decorations. Oh. It seems to be telling us that we're almost there. Grow 3 ground plants. I just need 1 more. Air plants, water plants. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there, gang. Ooh, that's pretty. I want a different palette for this. Hi, Jossum. Chill screensaver vibe. Yeah, exactly.
Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum.
We're just hanging. All of our plants are growing in real time, so we just hang out while they grow. I just got my first job as a nurse this week. Congrats! That's amazing.
Jossum is great. I agree. A lovely, sweet friendo.
The little crying sharks. No. Oh my god. So, hold on. So my jacket, right, is an Endwalker jacket. I'm gonna brag about my kid for a sec. My jacket says Endwalker in giant letters, right? And my kid is 4, and she was staring at it, and she was like, I'm gonna read your shirt. And I was like, okay. Looks like one of your plants is in need of affection. When a seed has small hearts floating around it, you can pet it. Okay, hold on. Great. You pet the plant. That's good. Anyway, yeah, she made me just stand there for like 5 minutes while she was trying to figure out what the shirt said, but she eventually got it. I was very impressed. The word she needed help with was walk, which I think makes total sense because there's a fucking L in there. Yeah, so she's ready to start her own playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. She will be the Warrior of Light. It's cute when they start learning how to read and want to read everything. Our nephew is also starting. It's adorable. It's really fun. Yeah. She tries to read everything. The only thing that I hate is when she tries to read stuff that's on the road. If we're on the sidewalk and she sees something written on the side of the road, she wants to like walk out into the middle of the road so she can see it properly and read it. And I'm like, my love, please don't do this. Bye, Cookie. They growing. Anything for wisdom, you know? Yep. We created 2 new things to put in the future campaign book of the world that Clarky has created. I really need to write these down. But the first one is she wants there to be a plane of existence where literally everything is made of palm bears. If you don't know what palm bears are, they're a type of crisp here that are shaped like little bears. And I was like, how's that gonna work, honey? Because if it rains, the palm bears will melt. And she was like, no, they don't melt. Everything is made of palm bears. I was like, what about people? Are people made of palm bears? And she said, no, the people are the only thing not made of palm bears. Fantastic. And then I found out that this whole time she thought palm bears were made of cheese. And I was like, I think they're potato, honey. And she said, no, it's cheese. I know it. And I had to break her heart and teach her what an ingredients list is and read it to her. But anyway, so there will be a plane of existence that's entirely made of palm bears. And then that'll be the Feywild, probably. The Feywild equivalent. And then we were driving around. Again, this is the sort of shit she says when there's nothing to do in the car, right? We were driving around and she was like, Mommy, we just drove by a tree that was made of gold. And I said, did we? She said, yeah. Well, part of it was made of gold. One of the branches was gold. I was like, interesting. Why do you think that happened? And she was like, well, I think probably one day. So so dramatic like me. It's like one day there was a fire, and the fire only burned the tree because the tree was magic, probably. I was like, cool. She's like, yeah, but then it couldn't burn through. It burned through as much of the tree as possible, but then the inside of it was gold, and now all that's left is gold. I was like, that's very cool. I also think that's what happened. I also think that's what occurred there. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Yeah. It's a magic golden tree. Yeah, Clark's been coming up with like weird monsters and shit since she was little, since she could talk, basically. So I've been trying to, I'm gonna do it now actually. I've been trying to write stuff down as she says them so that I don't forget. I'll write it down now. Where are you? Clarky's Cryptids, there it is. The last entry in here was the Merworm Snake Pig. A creature that has the tail of a fish, the stomach of a snake, the rest is of worm, but it has a pig face. I do not remember that. That's why I have to write these things down. Okay, great. Perfect. Yeah, she just makes up weird shit. The Googie guy, I think, is the most infamous, because the Googie guy was like kind of wholesome. She made that up when she was 2, I think. The Googie guy is like a big caterpillar with rainbow wings and gemstones for eyes, and it's gigantic, and it watches over a forest. And someone drew it a long time ago, and I saved that drawing because I love it so much. But yeah, I think one day it would be really fun to put together like a fake monster manual sort of a thing that's just entirely made up of stuff that she made up when she was little. Yeah, or like what would you call like a book that is specifically about like a setting? Because a monster manual or a bestiary is more focused on like the creatures, but at this point now she's coming up with like places and items. A campaign guide, yeah. I did add the burnt golden tree. I just wrote it down. I meant specifically in terms of like a TTRPG. But yeah, I think we got there. This plant takes forever. These ones too, they're taking so long. But that's okay. It's okay. Dude, so, I made Clarky a taco on Tuesday. I was telling her about Taco Tuesdays. And she was like, I've never had a taco. I want us to do Taco Tuesday. And I was like, that sounds like a great idea. So we did Taco Tuesday. Just Clark and I, because Sam is like trying to eat specific stuff, right? So Clarky and I did Taco Tuesday. And she actually had a lot. I was really surprised. I expected to like provide all of these things that you could put in a taco and her be like, no, I'll just eat the shell and like ignore everything else. But she actually had a lot of fun just like putting random shit in a taco and like trying to eat it. I bought pre-made shells because I didn't know whether or not she was going to be into it. But she is into it. So next time I'll do the shells myself because I think it's way better that way. But, I've never used the corn mince. So it's like a meat-free mince by a company called Corn. I had never used it before. It doesn't really taste like anything, but the texture is really good. So, I used one of the taco seasoning packets I have with the corn mince, and it's like perfect. It was great. So Sam tried a little spoonful of it and was like, that's actually not bad at all. I was like, I know, it just tastes like taco meat now. But I now have so much of that I need to use. It's like, I'm gonna be doing burritos and shit for a few days now. I love tacos even with just guac and tomatoes. Oh, me too. If we could get good avocados here, ever, it would change my life. But the avocados out here never, like, taste super good, I don't think. I like the no spoilers message. Yeah. Don't spoil my gameplay, chat. Also, Dracula chapters 21 to 24 almost totally funded. We're over 900K. Yeah, I wanted to do. There's a like taco filling that's shredded tofu with a bunch of other stuff mixed into it, and then cooked in the oven, so it's like crisped up. That looked really good, but again, I was trying to just do like a really basic easy thing because I didn't know if I was going to be literally the only person in the house that was like, yay, tacos. I was like, I don't want to put a whole bunch of effort into this if I'm the only one who's going to eat these things, you know? Plant hydration check. Plant hydration check. Okay. They're hydrated. Okay. Old El Paso dinner kits. I have seen a lot of those around here though, actually, the El Paso dinner kits. The pre-made taco shells, they're fine. It seems like most of the time they're a little stale. I don't think people buy them super often. So they're like a little bit stale. Most of the time, half of them are cracked already. So you can't even really use them unless you're like, these ones are tostada shells instead. But Yeah, I grew up with, my dad would always just make the taco shells himself, and they were so freaking good. I'm trying to imagine how Dodger would describe her job with only this stream to use as an example. The plumber yesterday asked what Sam and I do for a job because he had to walk around the house to look at our radiators and stuff, and had an apprentice with him. And the apprentice, I think, at some point leaned over and was like, they have some serious computer rigs, right? And so the guy that was like the lead plumber was much more, you know, like boisterous and was like, what do you do? Because he's saying that you guys have like really nice computers and stuff and a bunch of like controllers and things. And I was like, yeah, we play video games for our job. We stream it. And the apprentice was like on Twitch? And I was like, yeah. It's like, is that your job? Like your whole job? I was like, yeah. He was like, that's so cool. But then the rest of the time that they were there, the plumber kept calling me Miss Streamer. He'd be like, all right, Miss Streamer, let me show you how to do this. And I was like, thanks, dude. Ruined. All right, gamer, let me show you how to reset your boiler. Mm-hmm. The plumber is chat. Yeah. Yeah. Taps the pin. No back seating, plumber. God. But you're right. This is the stream I should show people when I say that this is how I make money. Yes, hello. This is my job. Do you think your plumber apprentice tried to Google you or Sam after the job was done? Maybe. But I don't know. I don't think that they know our names. I think they know the landlord's names, but not our names. So get wrecked, dude. Unless you did find us and you're watching right now, in which case, what's up? You were very lovely. You were both lovely. I appreciated you coming out. I'm not dying in my house anymore. Sam does have his name on a sign in his office. Yeah, but I think you could very easily think, ah, this person's a stripper. Good for them. You know? Okay, Miss Streamer, here's another sub. Thank you, Crabat. Happy 41 months. Watching through the Hollow Knight streams of Dodger on YouTube, there's a big gap between the third to last and second to last vid. Are those streams lost to time? That was a really long time ago, so probably. I have no idea where that would be. Oh. Red Kid! Coming in hot! Okay, so we've got the two little Hardys here, which I think means that these two are compatible and we're gonna get a new seed out of it. I think. Maybe that's why they asked. They're like, oh my god. Who are these people? Why is Sam's name Strippin? Because it used to be, his initials are ST, Sam Thorne. His name used to be ST_Rippin. And then I think he said in WoW, I think it was WoW, you couldn't use underscores. So he just took out the underscore. And it was Strippin. Yep. Saint Rippin. The one, the only. My sweet love. I love origin stories for people's tags. I know. My favorite ones are when someone's like, I don't know, I didn't have a name to use, so I used a name generator, and this is what I got. Like, shit like that is so funny to me. Like, I'm this name that a fucking random thing gave me is what I have used for my entire life now. It is my name as far as the internet is concerned. That's why my name was Ruby Fair. I love it. I love shit like that. Mine is a Swedish word for hobo. I randomed names with people I knew in high school. We all had matching names, and I never talked to them again. Oh my god. It's weirder when you get close to people and then it's like, do you keep calling them by their username? Yeah. We've talked about that a little bit. Because sometimes people will come in and be like, does Sam call you Dodger? No. No. Contextually, I think sometimes people, even if like in real life they would call me Brooke, they will say Dodger when they're talking to other people just so other people know who you're talking about, right? But I have really close friends that call me Dodger, and I don't think that that's weird. It's you know, it's very personal to like your relationship with that person. I think if someone I'm close to wants to start calling me Brooke, that's fine. But I have said before, if someone I don't know from stream, like a viewer, sees me in the wild and calls me Brooke, my alarm bells will be going off. I'm very uncomfy with that. Yay, you finally grew, my dude. I'm proud of you. That was our last, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pencil case. We're getting new shit. Oh yes. Oh yes. So excited. New decorations. Okay, wait. Wait. Stop. So we can decorate. Okay, so a new shelf. Big lamp. Maybe put that in the corner. Or not. Maybe I won't. Oh, what? Just put that on the ground. As far as I'm concerned, this like potential doorway of the future doesn't exist. So we're gonna ignore it. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Oh! Okay. Okay, what else do we got going on here? I don't need this out. There's a button for that. Okay. Items. Yeah.